Hey guys, today I'm going to bring you right up to date with all things DSGT, the Imperium Motors and Vantage tag stock. It's a penny stock, it's hovering around the 64 cents mark at the moment. Took an absolute hammering in a sell-off at the end of last week due to some announcements that they had to make in accordance with the cease trading order being lifted over in Canada. That has now been listed. I'm going to give you all the information in the video, but just a quick takeaway is the cease trade order has been lifted, and that will allow Canadians now to reinvest and start investing in the company again. If this all sounds like something you're interested in, please smash that like button, consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the video to give you all the information you could possibly need. Catch you in there. Hey guys, welcome back into the video. So here we are on the landing page for DSGT, and as you can see, in the end of last week we had a big sell-off right down to 60 cents a share from right up at the over 66 cents margin. It dropped quite considerably and quite quickly. I mean, I had a price target of 70 cents set, and it blew straight through that. I bought in actually on the way down, not expecting it to be that low, and then it blitzed straight through that, and then we saw a bit of a recovery back to 64 cents, and this was largely due to a couple of things actually. So firstly, we have the update in the prior sales from the EV division and the pacer. So this was in accordance with getting the CTO lifted. So they've essentially had to pull their guidance for what was going on and their future plans for the company because of they've had certain things happen. There's been delays in shipments, which we've known has happened due to the global pandemic. I think I saw recently in the news that a load of Christmas decorations that was due to arrive in October actually only arrived right at the end of January over in the States. So that is quite a big delay. So the company has had to not come clean, but has had to say that they are facing some serious logistical issues with getting these cars across. But as you can see, they've sort of announced new targets and new things coming. They've had to pull the details, but you can see what they had originally. Now I think personally that they're loosely still going to be working towards this guideline. They've just, in accordance with having the CTO lifted, they've had to come forward and say that this might not be achievable right now, but I think they're still going to loosely commit to working towards this target and what they had in Q1 and going on. So they've secured orders for 75 low-speed vehicles worth $300,000, anticipated to be fulfilled in Q2, and then approximately for 45 to 60 days following the end of the Chinese New Year. Meanwhile, the 1,100 low vehicle pre-orders that were announced in November 2020 remain pending while they try and sort out the logistical issues they've got. So they expect revenues to sort of re-equate and re-equal out towards Q2, Q3 towards the end of the year. They have got their WMI sorted now, which did get delayed, so that has also had a knock-on effect. But this is all still slowly coming online, and that is sort of what happens when you're setting a new business up. Sometimes you can't achieve the timescales that you initially would like to achieve. So they're going to get hold of these vehicles with 50% customer deposits, and we look forward to seeing just how many pre-orders they take for the ET5 Skywell side of things, the SUV. We look forward to seeing that. And then you've also got, not that a load of people are that interested in it because they're more interested in the EV side, we've also got the Vantage tag Golf division, their update, and they actually do generate significant revenue as well. So it's worth keeping an eye on the pacer sales over here, because they're looking for revenue of $10 to $15 million in 2021 for that. So they're going to pull that stateside now by the look of it, pull the manufacturing over to the United States so they can keep a closer eye on things as they go. But still, going forward, I'm still very confident in this company. This is business. Sometimes things don't go as planned. Nobody could predict a global pandemic, for example. So me, fortunately, I'm still going to carry on building my position in this company. My average is about 75 cents a share, and I'm going to continue building from there. I've got a lot of faith in this company, and it's only got a market cap at the moment of 60 to 70 million dollars. That is ridiculously low. As we all know, EV stocks can go absolutely massive very quickly, so these guys start putting some serious orders in, taking pre-orders and having cars turn up over in the United States, and then building the cars in the United States, finishing them off with the Made in America title with the buses and the trucks. That market cap is going to go huge very, very quickly. They've also followed into Tesla's books by agreeing to accept cryptocurrency through a partnership with Greenbox. That came out on the 18th of February. So that's another keeping up with the competitors side of thing. They're laying out their stall quite early so they can accept over 200 cryptocurrencies, and some people see that as a real future towards how you'll pay for your vehicles in the future. You then have the actual order and information for the cease trade order being lifted. So the Canadian authorities, the British Columbia Securities Commission, has actually revoked its block on shares being sold in Canada essentially. So this allows Canadians back into the company and they can start investing in it again, which is a really good thing and could actually start to cause a little spike in the share prices as they're allowed to buy back in if they're confident in the company. The last thing that I'd like to mention today is that this is dated the August the 24th 2020, so it's a little bit old, but it's the letter of intent to cooperate with EVRUS, essentially the battery technology company. Now they're actually starting to get some movement now. They're starting to exist, they're starting to put things together, and if you have a look over on their website, they've got a really good way of going forward, and they've actually got some of DSGT's vehicles on there, and this is very much working in conjunction with each other for the benefit of each other. Now we all know that charging company stocks and charging companies are getting ridiculous valuations right now, so this is something to keep an eye on as well. Not that you can necessarily invest in this at the moment, but it's definitely something that you should keep an eye on, because this is the infrastructure that's going to allow DSGT to continue down the route that it's going down, and the expansion, having the infrastructure there. And then lastly, I did find a letter on Facebook from the president of EVRUS, Dr. Lloyd Tran, who's a scientist with over 20 years experience in the research and development focusing on medicine and renewable energy. And then this letter of intent sort of shows exactly what he has planned for this company, and a little thank you to Farim Aranis on Facebook for posting this on the page so we could all get at it and read it. But this, combined with DSGT's future plans, mean that I can only see this share price going up quite considerably over the coming 9 months towards the end of the year, and then I'm planning to hold for the long term, and we're talking years here, 3 to 5 years minimum, to see really where this share price ends up. I think it could go absolutely huge, and that's obviously going to give me a massive return on my investment. I already own 1,000 shares in this company now, and I have no plans to stop acquiring shares at the right price, of course. I do find this company super exciting. I can't believe that it still only has a market cap of 70 million. I appreciate the revenue quite isn't there yet, but then you look at some of these SPAC companies that haven't got revenue either, and they've got market caps in the billions of dollars. So this is just waiting to be swept up, I think, and as soon as the market realises that, I mean, there's 10,000 watchers on StockWits. Not that that means a great deal, but like, you can sort of gain the momentum of a stock by just how many watchers it does have on StockWits and how quickly it gains them. So this has gained a little bit over the last couple of months or so, but as soon as these guys start taking pre-orders, we start opening the experience centre, they have the factory over there, they start shipping the cars in from China and they get distributed. This will all of a sudden gain so much momentum very quick, and it'll be like, why didn't I buy more? And that is exactly why. Anything less than 90 cents at the moment is a buy point for me, so I'm just going to keep chipping away, keep building my position, and hopefully this will return me an awful lot of money over the longer term, over the coming quarters and the coming years. Thank you very much for watching today, guys. I do hope this has brought you some value. If you could smash the like button, that'd be absolutely amazing, and I'll see you in another investing episode. Catch you later.